My next brief upload is with regard to a matter concerning health and well-being and the effects that have transpired as a consequence of the medical negligence I've experienced and the violations of my human rights that have been occurring and the effects that it has had. As I've mentioned, there has been trespassing on property and unlawful detainments, and there's been false reporting, and not any of the issues have been addressed. There's also the issue of individuals, independent individuals, that have been conducting damages to my body and my anatomy in their practices of bad faith, and they haven't adhered to proper practices. So today is a day that another symptom of these individuals' practices that have harmed a woman's body in the year 2021 has occurred. Another symptom of medical negligence has been highlighted for me today, and it gives me serious displeasure that repeat offenders of very serious misconduct, not only to my spiritual light body and my spiritual purpose, the offences thereof, but the physical body that has been damaged, and individuals disrespecting the fellowship of recovery with slander and silly talk is quite offensive to individuals, as I've mentioned, that are of strength, courage, serenity and wisdom. So this issue that I'm experiencing is quite arduous. I have, as I've mentioned throughout all my uploads, sought to have these individuals address their failings professionally and respectfully, but they have pursued the option of offence, repeat offence, and that is unfortunate. It concerns me as a professional of a very clean track record, no criminal behaviour or offences to my name, and to be experiencing this due to hate crime and treason, I find highly offensive to progress and the legislation of which I have had a huge role to play in, directly and indirectly. So the issue of individuals that have disrespected the Hippocratic Oath and that have ignored the laws that be and that have conducted their affairs without proper practices or protocol are really after desecrating the Constitution, unfortunately, that I have great admiration for the founding fathers of this country for, and the Declaration of Human Rights. So as a fellowship recovery advocate of strength, courage, serenity and wisdom, these matters that I'm experiencing are quite serious, and individuals disrespecting the Hippocratic Oath and disrespecting privacy and breaching confidentiality, imposing upon my personal space and damaging the environment of my personal space. These are all matters I have raised that have not been addressed. So as a recovery advocate, and with regard to the recovery before 2019, my role and purpose and work and accomplishments in society are being really seriously disrespected, and the damages to my physical body and my light body are matters that are inexcusable, especially when there's been those developments with wildlife and nature as a consequence of the damages to my light, gifts and blessings. So I'm really wondering how individuals are in my proximity disturbing the peace, disrespecting royal patronage, and all the other laws that be humanitarian protection, etc, etc, etc. So I've tolerated this matter, and I'm here 3.5 years on, still wondering how the relevant bodies haven't been courteous, respectful, professional, mature and sensible about incompetence of individuals that have been of defamation and offence against my good name, character and reputation. So as a teacher of a very clean track record, And as a recovery advocate of strength, courage, serenity, and wisdom, and as I'm of legislation and royal patronage, I'm really curious how this is being justified. So the Hippocratic Oath has been disrespected in this matter also. So this is for the attention of young women, new mothers in particular, and the issue of individuals that have harmed and hurt the positive progress that has come about from my work. So that's as much as I'll say for this upload. Breaches of confidentiality and the defamation I've experienced. Any representatives of the professionals in my proximity that are of repeat offences are not addressing or repairing or resolving this matter positively or professionally with repeat offences. So I'd appreciate it if the Honourable Government would contact me directly with regard to royal patronage of my maternal bloodline that is being disrespected, and the issue of offence concerning my child unlawfully from my care, and the issue of individuals of wildlife and nature developments from my purpose and experiences that have been of exploitation. So that's as much as I'll say for this upload. I'm still awaiting for the Honourable Government to remove the liabilities that have been of hazards and offence to be removed from my proximity before any further harms are caused needlessly due to incompetence.